Okay, a function fx is given. The first part says express fx in partial fractions. Okay, first thing you should check in partial fraction is whether the degree of the numerator is bigger or equals to the degree of the denominator, which is the case in this question. That means we first need to fix it. This is an improper fraction that needs to be changed. So we're going to start by long division. Okay, so the numerator is x squared plus 3x plus 3, which becomes the dividend. The divisor is the expanded form of this, which is going to be x squared plus 4x plus 3. Okay, let's start with the long division. We'll write 1 here first. So we get x squared plus 4x plus 3. Change the signs, minus, 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 and we get a negative x here. So if I write this as a mixed number, I get 1, then minus x upon x squared plus 4x plus 3, or 1 minus x upon, this is x plus 1 and x plus 3. Okay, so long division is completed. Now we have changed the fraction into a proper fraction where the degree of the numerator is smaller than the degree of the denominator. Okay, now we will do partial fraction of this. So I'm going to only use this part, x upon x plus 1 and x plus 3. Partial fractions would be a upon x plus 1 plus b upon x plus 3. Make the denominators the same and then cancel them on both sides. So a times, we'll get an x plus 3 plus b times x plus 1. The denominators on both sides are now the same, which get cancelled. So I'm not writing them. This and this gets cancelled. Okay, now let's find the value of a and b by first substituting minus 3 in place of a in place of x. That makes a 0, and we have minus 3 is equals to b times, if we have minus 3 here, we get a negative 2 here, so that will be 3 upon 2. B will be equals to 3 upon 2. Okay. And now to find a, we're going to replace x with -1. So x equals -1, which gives us -1 is equals to a times 2. So a is equals to -half. So the partial fractions become -1 over 2 x plus 1 and plus 3 over 2 x plus 3. Okay, so remember there was a negative sign here already. So if I write this collectively, this becomes 1. The signs change. This becomes plus 1 over 2 x plus 1 and minus 3 upon 2 x plus 3. Okay, now we are ready to integrate this within the limits 0 to 3 for part 2. Okay, let's start part 2 here. So for part 2, we're going to integrate 1 plus 1 upon 2 x plus 1 minus 3 upon 2 x plus 3. Okay, so integration of 1 is x plus, keep half on the side, and integration of 1 upon x plus 1 would be ln bracket x plus 1 and ignore minus 3 over 2 for now. The coefficient don't get integrated. So minus 3 over 2. Now we integrate 1 upon x plus 3, which gives us ln x plus 3. Okay, that is the integration, and the limits are 3 and 0. Now we are ready to substitute the limits. Okay, now let's substitute the limits 3 and 0. Okay, so 3 will go in one bracket, then a negative sign, and 0 will go in the other. Okay, so this becomes 3 plus half ln 4 minus 3 over 2 ln 6. Then we have 0, so we have a 0 plus half ln1 minus 3 over 2 ln3. Okay, ln1 gets eliminated. This becomes 0. So we have 3 plus half ln4. So they want the answer in terms of ln2. So I'm writing ln4 as ln2 squared, and then this 2 will come over here, and 2 over 2 will get cancelled, and we'll only be left with ln2. So I'm going to write that here. So after we simplify this, let me do that here. Half ln 2 squared, which is 2 upon 2, ln 2, which is just ln 2. So let's just write ln 2 here. Okay, minus 3 upon 2. Again, there's only ln 2 in the answer. Only ln 2 is allowed in the answer. So what I'll write here is ln 6 times 2. Sorry, 3 times 2, and then I'll open that in a bit as well using log rules. Okay. And then we have minus, in fact, plus 3 upon 2 ln 3. Okay. Now let's further break this down. ln 3 times 2 can be rewritten as ln 3 plus ln 2 using log rules. And there's a minus 3 over 2 outside. So this is what we get. Okay, so we'll write 3 plus ln 2 minus 3 upon 2 ln 3 minus 3 upon 2 ln 2 plus this 3 upon 2 ln 3. Now, very conveniently, this and this cancels out. 3 plus, now we're going to add these two so that one of them has a coefficient of 1, the other one has a coefficient of negative 3 over 2. So when we take LCM, we get negative half. So we get negative half of ln 2, which is the final answer. 3 minus negative half ln 2. That is what we had to show.